Imagine the pain of waking up each day wondering if he'll ever come back. The man who once promised eternal love and then walked away. You relive every moment, every word left unspoken, every gesture you wish you could redo. The nights are a maze of unanswered thoughts, looping endlessly with no closure. But what if there was a path, an ancient, hidden secret rooted in male psychology, that could make him return? Desperate, consumed by an uncontrollable desire to have you again. This isn't about shallow advice on how to move on. It's about deep, transformative knowledge grounded in Carl Jung's teachings that reaches into the male unconscious and awakens something primordial. I know exactly how you feel, that hollow ache in your chest, the sense of loss so deep it feels like part of you is missing. I've been there, caught in a loop of memories, unable to breathe without wondering what went wrong. Until I discovered a truth so powerful it changed everything, not just for me, but for countless women. It's not about becoming more beautiful or changing who you are. It's about awakening an ancestral wisdom Jung called the collective unconscious. If you're ready to reclaim your feminine power and reignite a flame you thought had died, keep reading. For thousands of years, women have passed down sacred knowledge about the male heart, wisdom kept alive in stories, rituals, and silent understanding. Carl Jung gave it structure, naming it anima and animus, the feminine and masculine energies that live within each of us. When a man leaves, he's not just walking away from you, he's fleeing the image of you embedded in his soul, his anima. Even when he leaves, the connection remains, growing stronger in his subconscious until it pulls him back to you. Take Alina, 45, whose partner Ricardo walked out after 10 years, saying he needed space. Like many women, she begged, cried, tried to change. But one night, exhausted and empty, she realized it wasn't her who needed to change. It was her understanding of what Ricardo was going through. He wasn't rejecting her, he was running from the power she embodied. So she stopped chasing, not out of strategy, but to reconnect with her essence. She slowed down, she took long walks, reconnected with nature, and began practicing what I call magnetic presence, an inner authenticity that radiates outward. 3 months later, Ricardo came back, confessing he couldn't stop thinking about her. It wasn't just Alina he missed, it was the part of himself he saw reflected in her. Here's the truth: a man never truly leaves a woman who has touched his soul. Even if he walks away, invisible threads still bind him to her. When he says he needs space, his unconscious is really saying, "I'm afraid of the power you hold over me." This fear is ancient, tied to the transformative force of the feminine. That's why men often seem to move on, until months later, they reappear, pulled by a force they don't understand. The method to awaken this force lies in 3 pillars. First, the absent presence. Withdraw from his life physically, but remain energetically connected. Focus on your own growth, not on him. This creates a void his unconscious can't ignore. Lucia, 52, visualized a golden thread linking her heart to her husband's, without asking him to return. 6 weeks later, he called, unable to explain why he felt so drawn back to her. Second, the mirror of the soul. Understand that he projected his anima onto you. Nourish the traits he once adored, not to please him, but to honor yourself. Alina, 38, rediscovered her free spirit after a breakup, and when her ex saw her glowing with life, he begged to return. Third, the alchemy of vulnerability. Embrace your pain instead of resisting it. Anna, 43, transformed her heartbreak into strength by fully allowing herself to feel. 6 months later, her ex came back,